Despite the WHO recommendation to breastfeed exclusively for 6 months and to continue breastfeeding for up to 2 years or longer, alongside the introduction of adequate complementary solid foods, combination feeding remains a very common infant feeding method for many parents. Whether combination feeding is a medical necessity or a personal choice, it sometimes enables parents and babies to breastfeed for longer when otherwise they would have perhaps stopped breastfeeding altogether. In this video, I would like to share some tips which can help you protect and maintain your level of milk supply when combination feeding with a bottle so that you can breastfeed for as long as you wish to. Breast milk production works on the supply and demand principle. Breast stimulation and milk removal signal your body and your breast to fill up again. Especially during the first 6 to 8 weeks postpartum, hormones for milk making and milk release, so prolactin and oxytocin, are at high levels, which helps to establish and build a milk supply for the coming weeks and months. It takes on average up to 6 to 8 weeks postpartum to build a full milk supply. So unless it is medically indicated, if at all possible, it is ideal not to introduce any formula supplementation, teats or bottles during the first 6 weeks postpartum. This will decrease your baby getting confused and your body receiving the wrong message for milk production. Introducing formula too early has also been associated with an increased risk of developing a cow milk protein allergy. If you're going to introduce formula around the 6 weeks mark, perhaps because you're returning to work, or you would like your partner to give your baby perhaps a bottle in the evening to give you a break or to sleep for a longer stretch, then try to stick to giving your baby a bottle of formula around the same time every day or the same feed every day so that your body can adjust milk production and knows what to expect. As the hormones for milk production are high at night, it is recommended that you continue with breastfeeds at night for milk supply, and many working parents actually enjoy reconnecting with their nursling at night time. It is also good for milk production to share a room with your baby at night. If you offer your baby a bottle of formula when you're out, because you may not feel comfortable breastfeeding in public, or your partner or another caregiver is giving your baby a bottle when in your absence, then consider on your return to breastfeed and to pump if you feel quite full or engorged, because effectively you have missed a feed when you were out and you've missed milk removal. So feeding and pumping can help you to maintain your level of milk supply. It can help prevent blocked ducts and getting mastitis, and you also will have some express breast milk available for the next time you're out, and that will reduce the amount of formula that you'll need. And if your baby is asleep because they haven't, it hasn't been a long time since they fed, when you return home, then just pump to soften your breasts and to empty the milk. If someone else is giving your baby the bottle in your absence, make sure that they have been familiarized with the pace bottle feeding technique, and I have previously made a whole video on the pace bottle feeding technique, which I will link here and in the description box, and also make sure that they know how to offer the baby the teat, that the baby is latching well onto the teat, and that they are able to move well between breast and bottle. And I also have made videos on which type of bottle teats may work better with breastfed babies than others, and you can see that linked up here as well. When you're with your baby during your breastfeeding sessions, then consider offering some breastfeeds during the day in skin contact, as this will trigger baby's natural feeding instincts better and will also give you a hormonal boost for milk production. Make sure your baby latches deeply and comfortably, and perhaps don't always stick to the one feeding, your go-to feeding position for the breast. In different positions so that your baby can access the milk and the breast from all different angles. You can always offer both sides. Even if your baby decides only to feed from one side during one feed, then that's fine, but always offer both sides so that there is plenty of opportunity for breast stimulation and milk removal. During breastfeeding, you can also add breast compressions. This will support the milk flow and will help with effective milk transfer. Once your baby has had their first side and you switch over to the second side or the dessert after their main meal, for some feeds, consider adding a passive milk collector or silicone breast pump to catch your letdown, so you have some express breast milk for giving your baby in a bottle later on, and it will also give you a little bit of extra breast stimulation. If you notice your supply decreasing to a level where your baby is looking for more and more formula, then consider adding some pumping or even power pumping sessions into your day, and this may give you an extra boost and avoid you falling into the so-called top-up trap. Of course, you can also research taking Galactogogues. Galactogogues are substances which may help to boost your milk supply, but they should only be taken supplemental to breast stimulation and milk removal. And although most Galactogogues are based on herbs, they can have side effects, so always check with your healthcare provider first. So I hope you found this video helpful. I would love to hear from you what helped you with maintaining your milk supply if you were combination feeding, and how long you were combination feeding for. Let me know in the comments, and otherwise I hope your breastfeeding journey is going well.